Hey guys, Infidel 1258 here. Today I want to share with you a clip from our recent Splinterlands TV live event. In this one, we're actually going to talk with the audience about the opportunity for massive reward for the lowest level of play through collection of cards. And we're going to speculate on which cards could go 20, 50, 100x in value from here. And some of the audience disagrees, so there's back and forth debate around, no way, it's not going that high. So this is a really fun one with a little bit of friction, which is always good. This is the best conversations. Guys, stick around, stay tuned, like and subscribe. Have an amazing day. Okay, guys, bye for now. Big Barger 99. I feel that I spent for now what I'm willing to lose. So if it goes to the moon, great. And if not, it was fun. I like that attitude. Downtown Detail says, I'm bullish on the Pelicor Conjurer. I just bought 200 since yesterday. Yeah, it's a great card, man. It's a great card now. And how could it not be a great card in the future? Do you know what I mean? Like, look at this card. Did you say Conjurer? I think you said Conjurer. Oops. Yeah, Pelicor Conjurer. The Conjurer is so good. Like, I just mean, like, even right now, like 2 mana for 8 hit points with Phase, Divine Shield, Magic Reflective Flying. This thing fits so perfectly in the white niche. Not to mention, for 2 mana, it's a tank. It's amazing. This card's amazing, and there aren't enough of them. So, I buy that. Give me that one. Gimme. So, yeah. I mean, again, maybe I'm wrong in these things, but these are my opinions, and I'm making my bed and I'm lying in it. Let's see what you guys are saying in here. Crypto Ace, Wraith worth more than Quicks now. I'm not surprised by that. Wraith is better than Quicks. Max Maca. Okay, there was a conversation. I see a good comment. Max Maca talks about, I guess he's responding to my comment on some of the new cards. He says, unfortunately, I cannot agree. They are not too much supply. He says, too much supply. Even with the bigger player base, those cards will still not be needed as much to get better price. Max Maca, dude, I don't think you properly understand the asset sinks that are available in this game. Maybe you don't fully understand what land is going to do. And I encourage you to look into that, because I'm telling you, it's going to gobble up most of the cards that are available in the marketplace. And so I strongly believe you're wrong. There is not nearly enough cards. And so especially like, and you're speaking about these cards, these reward cards. These are currently in circulation. So the idea that, you would be able to say with any degree of confidence that these cards will not reach kind of what the previous benchmarks have established would be to understate the impact of the fact that these cards are currently being printed. You see what I mean? Like, they're still being printed. Of course, their prices are held back and reduced and impaired. There's huge amounts until such time that they get taken off the market to be compiled by people like me, which I've been doing constantly, and others are too, and then put to work in land for farming or in play through accounts or whatever the case may be. Your point is gonna seem true, but it's like, I feel like I'm holding up. Your point seems true only because of 2 massive barriers that I'm pointing out. One, the cards are currently in circulation, and that won't be the case forever. And 2, land is coming, and when it comes, it's going to gobble up so many of these cards. You really don't know how much of the card supply will be gone once land launches. And if you really understood both those factors, then I think you would necessarily at least you would you might not agree with me entirely, but you would concede that these prices are ridiculous. You know, there's no way these cards are a penny in 4 years. Period. They are 5 times that or 10 times that at minimum. And many of these cards are amazing. Like, this card is not just good, it's amazing. This card is not just good, it's amazing. These cards are just okay. But like, these 2 cards are going, and this card too, Pelicor Conjurer. These 3 cards are really exceptional and they will be recognized as such. Plus, land will eat up most of the supply. Plus, they will no longer be in print and people will start to need them more. You're just wrong, man. They're going to be, the supply demand issue is not an issue. People talk about like, oh, there's just too many of them. Nope, not true. There isn't enough of them. So, I mean, that's my opinion anyways. Why do you think he has... You guys are just... there's been like probably 50 comments since I last looked at the chat. How am I supposed to keep up with this? You guys are you crazy. Crypto Ace says, look at alpha cards. If it reaches... Okay, so... If it reaches $1, who will pay $400 for a max conjurer? Pretty much nobody. Wrong, dude. If it reaches $1, so Mini J was saying like, if Pelicor Conjurer is $1 per BCX, who would pay $400 for a max conjurer? They won't. First of all, because that's not how the cards work. If it's $1 per BCX, it'll be $250 or $300 for a max. So it's never 1 BCX is $1 and a max card is there 400 times $1. No, that's not how the pricing works. Second of all, it can, and it certainly can be $400 for a max conjurer because excellent cards command huge costs and that card is amazing. But you're thinking about it in light of abundance right now. Like, there's too many on the market and you think, oh, it's so cheap and everyone sells it for a penny. Why would they ever sell it for more? Just look at every card ever. Every card ever has had a story that I'm telling you and you're saying, no, this time's different. So, but then modern cards always be cheaper. See, if it reaches, and then Cimarron says, if it reaches $1, the SPS will be above it, and people will be earning plenty to pay $400. And modern cards will always be cheaper, and that's where people will play. Okay, so this is such a good comment. So he's saying, so I was saying that Pelicor Conjurer could be $1 per BCX, and that even $400 per max conjurer is possible. And Cimarron is saying, recognize that if cards get to that place, SPS is soaring. And I think that's true. And if SPS is $1, you're getting paid a lot more per game than you are currently. And that's going to attract more players, which is going to soak up more cards. And what else did he say here? People will be earning plenty to pay for $400 cards. And then he also said that new players will always be looking for cheaper cards, which means modern cards. Because that's true. The new circulating cards are always the cheapest. So I think Cimarron is right. Lordo's here too. Good to see you, buddy. He says supply, but I think it's reasonable to see a substantial increase over a penny. Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, if we want to debate, is it going to be $1 or is it going to be 10 cents? Would you, would 10x your money in 4 years' time sound like a good deal to you? I mean, of course it does. Like, that's what I'm saying is like a lock. Now, you got to make these own decisions, these own calls for yourself. This is my opinion. I feel confident. I'm going deep on this stuff. Like, I really believe what I'm telling you. I'm not just telling you these things. But if you disagree, that's cool. Just make a different play. Mini J says new players will choose the path of least resistance. It's why new players are using Obsidian and Kelia and are not buying Kitty or Yodin. Yeah, but Obsidian and Kelia will be way more expensive in the near future, and then newer players will be here, and they will buy the new one, right? Like there's always going to be a new one, and you're right, they will always buy those cheap ones, but then new players start up silver and then climb to diamond. That's what you're not recognizing, and that's everyone's story who's been here for a while. Not to mention, when you start seeing the rewards that kick in after that proposal 34 with the massive rewards at the highest levels, you're not going to talk to me about how you're happy at silver and you're just going to use your Kelia. You're going to be renting Yodins and Kitties because you want to get into diamond and win significant SPS. So a lot of kind of like short-sighted kind of support undergirds your view there. Like you just have to you have to recognize the fuller picture of what land is going to do and what the reward changes are going to do and what player growth is going to do while rewards are changing, because player growth grows when rewards grow. And I think rewards are growing. Just watch. Earlier today I saw a tweet from Bulldog. He said he got 70 cents worth of SPS for one win. 70 cents for one win. You can win 20, 25 matches a day. You know, that's $14 a day that you could win playing at diamond. That was in diamond. So, you know, the idea that there won't be more player growth, or the idea that there won't be a desire to buy more and more assets to grow at higher levels, and you're just going to sit down in silver with your Kelia team and your Obsidian team and forget about the rest, which is probably what you're doing at right now. That's fine. But honestly, when you start to see these carrots in front of you, and like that tweet I just shared with you, Bulldog tweet, and it's like, oh, I could make $14 a day playing the game. And it's going to cost me, by the way, like maybe $2 to rent cards to get there. Okay. So I just don't think you're seeing the full picture. Boom Burst. If new player look by new set only and play in modern, card appreciation will not matter, maybe. So I do think new players, like brand new players, will focus on modern cards. I also think that new players become old players and then they buy old cards. It just takes time. Darren 505 says made 5 level 4 Gargoyle Devils today. That epic Earth Summoner is gonna smack in silver. Yeah, dude. But I keep reading my chat. Oh man, neck is killing me, guys. I got 17 minutes left. Eli gets it. He's I love the Pelicors. Yeah, dude, they are good. Mini J, I have 5,000 Conjurers, so I hope you're right. Nice. Good, dude. Yeah, I mean, there's just no way they don't appreciate. Period, full stop. They will appreciate, unless the game dies. So you got to wrestle with that. Is the game going to die? But I don't think so. And so, man, if this game is doing what it's doing now, in 5 years' time, add a 0 at minimum to your assets in this game. And I really believe it's more like 20x to 50x for many of you who are stacking these modern day reward cards like the Conjurer or any of the Pelicors, right? Because those are the cheap ones, and those are the ones that can go 100x if they become really, really important to the meta. And I think they already are, frankly. Pelicor Conjurer, Bandit, and Mercenary, in my opinion, already are meta. Guys, you are too much. I pretty much agree with every point you bring up in your videos. To me, it's nearly inevitable that card prices will raise unless everyone leaves the game, and the supply is always dropping and the demand is always slowly but surely growing. I don't see what else could happen, says Woody575. That's it, man. The question is this simple. First of all, is the game fun and does it have a future? The rest, if the answer is yes, this is a money tree, and you just need to grow that tree. And just that's time and attention every day, every week, waiting for the long time horizon. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's a slow and steady. It's daily, and it's a slow trivial daily rewards that translate into snowballing bigger and bigger accumulation of assets that are yours to keep forever. And you can rent them, or you can sell them, or you can play with them. And that is the craziness of this. It's like this snowball that grows while it goes downhill, and one day it surprises you how large it is. It's probably 5 years away from surprising you, though. So think that through. If you've got the patience, good. But if you're kind of like one of the commenters we've read, like the iHorus there, you can hear in the tone there's some degree of I might just say to F with it and leave. Like there's some sense of that, isn't there? And if you feel that could be your mind or your heart around this stuff, then this might not be the game for you. Because if you're looking for quick returns over a few weeks or months, you're gonna get frustrated when that doesn't happen, and then you're probably gonna leave, and you're gonna take a big L because you bought for 5,000 and you now have 2,000. But the question is, in 4 years, if you keep playing, what could you have turned that 2,000 into? Because even though it's down in value price today, the value is still there. Price is what you paid for it, value is what you get, and what you bought when you bought those cards was a money tree. So let that sink in, and then work on that daily to try and extract the maximum return for that investment. And it's possible to grow it faster, but also recognize the fact that some amount of growth is better than no amount of growth. And so even if you can't have all the assets, you can't afford a Rooney, you can't get Ripwatcher packs, you can't get some of these amazing legendaries, but can you do certain things that would help you in your own situation? The answer is yes. Even if you can't buy them, can you play the game investing your time? Yes, you can. If you have no time and no money, this game isn't for you. But if you have some time and some money, you can have a lot of reward here. But it's going to take time. It's going to take years. Anything else in the world, if supply drops and demand rises, the price rises as well. It's just the way it is. Yep, supply demand crunch, dude. The cards are dropping, the players are growing, prices go up. It's not happening yet because the supply of those cards is increasing. But one day the supply of those cards will decrease necessarily. And that's the thing you guys aren't acknowledging properly. Not Woody, but some of the people who are doubting the price appreciation.